All right, welcome back everyone to the third session of this morning's presentation of results. We are turning now to the pilot experience from the value chain generator development, the functionalities and so on and so forth, to what has been done by our project partners using the tool during the last years. And as you know, the approach of our project was a very practical one. In parallel to gathering data and working on the tool, our project partners have, in spite of extremely complicated COVID pandemic-related situations, been able to take to the field and to initiate concrete bio-based business opportunities with real-world actors identified through the value chain generator. And it is my great pleasure to welcome on this panel 4 persons who have been extremely actively involved in this piloting sessions and have been instrumental in making this piloting session, turning ideas into concrete action, into a real success story of our project. First of all, we have Dorian Wessely with us. Dorian is a project manager at the Cleantech Cluster Upper Austria, participating in the AlpLinkBioEco project as project partner for Business Upper Austria. And he was the lead partner of this piloting phase of the project, leading the piloting phase, steering this piloting ship through the complicated pandemic, and extremely instrumental in making it a success story. Second, we do have Mr. Udo Eckloff. Udo is a very renowned plastics expert at Innonet Kunststoff of the Technologiezentrum Horb am Neckar in Baden-Württemberg. Udo has been active in one of the piloting exercises, one of the bio-based business opportunity ideas that led probably to the biggest success throughout the project. And I'm really happy to have Udo on the panel as well to share his experience with the tool and with his bio-based business opportunity idea with the participants of the conference. Third, we do have Professor Manuela Romagnoli, wood technology and harvesting professor at the Centro di Studi Alpino and the Department of Innovation in Biology, Agri-Food and Forestry of the University of Tuscia. With a dependency in the Alpine region of Trentino with the Centro di Studi Alpino. So Manuela has been in our project really the scientific conscience for everything that concerned wood value chains, and has been very, very active in pushing and bringing forward wood-based value chain ideas from a scientific point of view. Last but not least, great pleasure to introduce to you someone who has not been a project partner, but has been involved in the project as an observer, Patricia Guiraudie, director of NOVACHIM, a cluster uniting actors from chemistry and the materials sector based in southern France, observing our project since its beginning and one of our most active observers in actually helping us to turn ideas into concrete action. In this same vein perspective, I would like to turn now to our third participants in these BioLink piloting sessions, to Patricia. Patricia, as director of a cluster initiative, has observed our project since the start, has used it to actually give new services to her cluster members, and has very interestingly also used the value chain generator to work across borders with members of her cluster. So Patricia, I let you introduce what your experience with the tool, with the outcomes of this project were from the perspective of your cluster in southern France.
Yeah, thank you very much. Hello, everybody. I am very impressed to participate to this panel discussion. And I will describe you the BioLink I have worked on. I think it can be a kind of story between perfumes and the biorefinery. In fact, we have worked on the recovery of wet dredges of aromatic plants for biorefinery. In fact, in the south of France, there is a significant quantity of wet residual biomass from steam distilled aromatic plants, and they are rich in lignocellulose. So this biomass could enter in the biofuel process, and we have identified an Italian company. Partners involved in this study are France Cluster and Lombardy Green Chemistry Association, but also a French producer of essential oils and the Italian Biorefinery. The French producer of essential oils is a member of our cluster NOVACHIM, and NOVACHIM is actually a French cluster of chemicals and materials sector, and I represent it. NOVACHIM brings together more than 200 members, companies and laboratories, and our mission is to promote innovation and to develop markets. And on the top of that, bio-based chemistry is one of our current policies. Currently, the wet plants residues are mainly used only for soil amendments and are commonly treated as a waste without economic value. Indeed, costs of waste disposal and treatment are too expensive for waste producers and collectors as compared to the added value of products for soil amendments. So, according to this current stage of knowledge, we found that no conflict of use should arise if there is a better way to valorize these residues. After comparing several recovery options for the waste dredges, it appears that second generation biofuel is the best one as it is technically and economically more interesting than other options. Biomass we have studied has been recognized as a really very good feedstock for biofuel production. And the steam-treated biomass can easily be converted to bioethanol as compared to dry biomass. Moreover, thanks to the value chain generator developed during the actual project, a biorefinery which has developed a very innovative process allowing to treat worldwide crops in a wide range of moisture contents, size, and density, has been identified in Lombardy and not far from Grasse. A new facility from this company is ready to convert the cellulosic biomass into second-generation sugars, which can be further transformed into biofuel and bio-based important chemicals. If both identified companies could agree on working together, a novel bio-based value chain would be created with wet residual biomass from distilled aromatic plants for biorefinery. We hope that. In fact, on one hand, the essential oils producer would have a more value-added recovery of its waste and would have additional social and environmental benefits. This innovative and profitable value chain could be further extended example to other essential oil producers from south of France. And on the other hand, the biorefinery could enlarge the range and the quantity of lignocellulosic feedstock used in its innovative process, thanks to these new sources of stream-treated biomass. On the top of that, they are easier to convert in ethanol. So I have described BioLink.
Thank you very much, Patricia.